It is such a privilege to be here with all you amazing, incredible, inspiring people from around the world. It is my honor to serve you as the IT director for Project ECHO. This is a huge job, but it's an incredible job. I get to do this job. It's like a dream job where I get to help design and build the software that will allow all of you to do the super important, challenging jobs that you have to do and allow us all to fulfill the mission of Project ECHO. It's a big job that we all have, and we can only fulfill it with excellent software. I really liked the words of David Barish in his opening remarks to this conference a couple of days ago, where he said, ECHO is more than just a tool. ECHO is more than a model. ECHO is a platform. And what we're building is a software platform that will support the ECHO movement. Further, Dr. Barish said, ECHO is, he compared it to the Apple operating system, which is a very high compliment, really, and one that, frankly, our software doesn't deserve yet. But it speaks a fundamental truth, because what ECHO needs, what Project ECHO deserves, is state-of-the-art, world-class, super powerful software that, most importantly, is easy to use. It has to be simple, it has to be powerful, it has to be elegant, beautiful, even fun for people to adopt it and use it the way that it needs. That's what we're going to build. And we're building it for you, so we need your help. We need your input, your feedback, your creativity, your ideas, your concerns. I've spent the last several months listening to people, gathering input, because we want to build the software that works for you. And I invite you to continue that conversation. Okay, so there's a few ways we could do that. My email address is there. My inbox is always open. I also invite you to come tomorrow. We're doing 2 sessions where we're going to do a deep dive into the software platform and talk about some of the issues and ideas that we're developing and designing and building. Okay? And I'm excited also, we'll be launching a MetaECHO collaborative on technology, on the software that allows the ECHO movement to flourish. So stay tuned for more info about that. Very exciting. And we really want to engage in a conversation to make sure that we're building the software the right way. Okay. So let me give you a little glimpse into the future and an overview of the ECHO system. Okay. It's a big, complex system consisting of 7 distinct modules, interconnected pieces of the software. They all work together. There's a single login that accesses everything. And it can do so because there's a common data architecture. All right? And it's going to look very different based on who you are and what you're trying to accomplish, what your role is in the organization. So you'll see a different view if you're a participant at a spoke, say a community health worker, or if you're a clinic coordinator, or if you're a specialist at a hub, or if you're an administrator who's scheduling trainings at a super hub. But the ECHO admin software and the ECHO system will serve all of your needs. Okay? So let's jump in and zoom in and look at some of these pieces in a little more detail. Okay, this one I'm super excited about because this is actually in development. We've spent the last few months designing this, and now we're actually coding it. And this is really fun. This is so important. It's the foundation of the ECHO system. So this is the replacement, the next generation of iECHO. It's built on the same idea. It's for administering, for running, planning, inviting people, participants into ECHO clinics. But it will allow you to create roles and assign people permissions and so on. And one of the things that I promise you guys is that all of the data that you've put into iECHO is sacred, okay? We're not going to mess with that. We will migrate all of your data into the new ECHO admin. So No worries about that. But what Echo Admin will allow is access to this data in a beautiful, visual, and transparent way. It'll allow us to answer questions like, how many Echo hubs are there? How many clinics are there in a given disease state or topic? How many sessions happened last week in a given region? All those kinds of questions will be immediately available and visible, and we'll be as transparent as we possibly can and have that available on public-facing websites so people can learn really about the impact that Project Echo is making in the world. And we have this audacious goal. How are we going to know when we touch 1 billion lives? Echo Admin is going to help us figure that out. So how do we grow? How can we grow even faster than we already are? Well, so far we've done an amazing job with our great replication team creating and launching new hubs, now super hubs, all around the world. That's a top-down approach. Okay? We need to complement that now with a bottom-up, organic approach where people who hear about the Echo movement can figure out how they can participate. Right? If they're a provider in a rural area and they need training, they want to understand more about some specialized condition, they can look up on our website and connect. They can put in their interests, their location, and find the best available clinic that they can apply to join. Similarly, specialists who want to participate in this to leverage their unique skills to be part of this movement, they can plug in also. There's even a potential for patients with complex conditions in rural areas to find providers who have benefited from participating in the Echo model. All of this will become possible because of Echo Admin and the data that's present. So once we build Echo Admin and launch that, Echo Match, this matching function, will be relatively easy to build, but a super powerful piece of the puzzle. The next one I want to talk about is Echo Session. And I've put this at the center of the map because this is really the heart of the Echo model, okay, the session. This is a tool that will make the lives of the clinic coordinators 10 times easier. Okay? And you guys are really the heroes because there's so much work to do in coordinating and running and managing clinic sessions. And we're designing really amazing software to make that easy. So you'll create agendas, you'll plan and organize the sessions, and it will communicate to people. So that imagine if you are a participant, you could get a push notification on your phone, a reminder, 15 minutes before your session starts. And you log in, and boom, Zoom opens up because it's integrated. Once you log into the Echo session, there you are. And it will keep track of attendance because we know who's there. And it will help manage didactic presentations and case presentations and allow the participants to come back later and see and review what was shared at a given tele-Echo clinic session. Very, very powerful tool. We want to build Echo Health to integrate directly into Echo Session to facilitate this core piece of the Echo model, which is case-based learning. Okay? Now, this is an optional module because not every Echo clinic is health-related. Excitingly, there's all kinds of other Echo innovations being developed. But health is core and critical. And I'll be honest, this is the most technically challenging module in the ecosystem because it relies, well, for a couple of reasons. Because of the sensitivity of protected health information, dealing with HIPAA and other kinds of issues like that, but also because it deals with other things outside of our control, right? And we will become experts at data interoperability. We must solve this challenge of dual data entry, right? We can't expect people to enter data into their EMR and then re-enter patient data for presentations. There are tools and techniques, emerging standards. It's a very complex and shifting landscape, but we will become experts at importing data from EMRs so that whatever possible, we can save the work necessary to make effective case presentations. Yeah. All right. Can you all hear me? Super. Thank you. That's funny. My phone is not in my pocket. I put it over there to avoid that, but somebody's phone is interfering. All right. Technology. Okay. So what do we do with this data? Well, one of the core pieces of the ECHO model is really about outcomes and learning through feedback. And imagine a system that allows us to extract meaning from the data. We're going to create a whole toolkit of analytics tools and frameworks that allow us to learn from what we're doing in our ecosystem. And ultimately, the goal of data analytics, the highest level, is what we call prescriptive analytics. That's understanding that allows us to make a change in our actions and behavior for the better. Imagine a system that allows us real-time access to what's happening, to take the pulse of an ECHO clinic session. How's it going? What did you think about this didactic presentation? Was this case presentation helpful? How about follow-up surveys immediately when a session concludes that allow you to register what you learned? How did you feel about this? Was it good? Could it have been better? We're building in all of those surveying kinds of tools. And I want to just give a little shout out to the great people at ECHO Ontario, because in a MetaECHO conference call a few months ago, they shared this innovation where they're using Poll Everywhere, a piece of software, to really take the pulse of what's going on in a clinic session. I heard that. I loved that idea. I'm happy to steal it, and we're going to incorporate that right into ECHO sessions so that you can do it on the fly. All right, and the last piece of the ecosystem that I want to share is a communication tool. It's like a mailing list on steroids, okay? ECHO Mailer will allow you to target communication to just the right people. Okay, so now we have workarounds, things like Constant Contact and other third-party mail applications. But by integrating it right into the ecosystem, we'll have an unprecedented level of control, which will allow you to send email to just the right people. For instance, if you run a hub, you could send emails to all of your clinic coordinators or all of your specialists. Or from a super hub level, you could send email to all the people interested or participating in a given topic, disease state, right? Very, very powerful communication tools. Super exciting about that. So you want to see, well, now that you've seen the overview, you want to see a little glimpse of what this is going to look like? Yes, I bet you do. Okay. So I've got some screenshots here. They're mock-ups. They're going into development as we speak. Some of our developers are there any of our developers here right now, or are they all hard at work? All right, well, I invited them. All right, I'm glad they're hard at work, but okay, we've got lots to do. So this is an interface that allows you to coordinate, to configure the clinic settings. It's simple, it's intuitive, it's powerful. But what it does is it builds on iECHO. Like I said, you don't have to worry about any of your data. It's all going to still be there. It's just going to be easier to access and easier to add to. Okay? And one of the nice things that this allows us to do is to create a public-facing page, a profile page, for any clinic, if it wishes to have a web page that reflects its activity, a description, its schedule, its upcoming sessions, its participants. The specialists will be public. The participants won't be. The resources, links, didactics, all or any of this can be shared publicly, or it can remain completely private and hidden. For an administrator of a hub, we'll have a dashboard where in a single glance you can see the activity of all of your different clinics. You can see who's applied to join. You can manage and track the contacts, people who are interested, manage all the spokes that are related to your hub, and so on. Get notifications when new people join, things like that. And one of the things this will allow also is for hubs and super hubs to have a public-facing profile as well. This is not intended to replace your current website. In fact, there's a link to your website from here, if you wish. But it gives people access to learn about your resources. It'll have all of your clinics listed, your real-time participation stats, ways to get involved. For super hubs, there'll be your training schedule, sign up for your local email list, and so on. Very, very powerful tool, and easy. And because what we're building is in part not just a learning system, but a social network, participants in the ECHO system will have personal profiles if they want. You can manage your privacy settings easily. But this is a system to allow people to connect, to reach out, to communicate with other people around the world in the ECHO movement who share common interests so that they can join forces and collaborate. All right, so that's a little overview. Now, I know the question on all of your minds, when can we have this? Right? And if it was a week ago, I would have said, we're turning it on this weekend, and by the time you get home, Monday, it'll all be live, right? But it's no longer April Fool's Day. And so the reality is we're aiming to put this into beta testing with several local clinics here in New Mexico by the end of June, okay? And then we'll roll it out to you, all the rest of you in the world, as soon as possible, as soon as it's ready, but early this fall is what we're anticipating. That's for the ECHO admin piece, the iECHO replacement. And then, like I said, some of the other pieces will drop out quickly and emerge because ECHO admin is really the foundation. So it's a very exciting story. I think I'm out of time, so I want to close by thanking you. Okay, I really want to thank you for your patience as we build this complex and powerful system. I want to thank you for your trust. And I want to thank you for all of your input and feedback to help us build the right tools for you all to fulfill the amazing and audacious goal and promise of Project ECHO. Thank you.